Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an alert, but also a little bit of a talk to as well. Kind of just depends on whenever you guys go and see this video. Maybe like 2 or 3 hours from now, if you guys are seeing this randomly up in like your recommendations or sub boxes or whatever, you might not have a chance to go and see it. But as well, we have been seeing a lot of these drops going on for a very long time. So it might be worth it for you guys to go check and see. But we also overall have a lot of good success already happening as of now. Kind of how I made a video similar as of last week. And we were kind of anticipating this up too as well for a lot of stock and a lot of Sony stock and a lot of Sony themselves divvying out a lot of stock and hooking some folks on up. So we got a lot of good stuff to go talk about as of right this second. A lot of cool stuff to talk about throughout this video and a lot of cool stuff to talk about all throughout the day itself. So everything, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Amazon links down below for the signups itself. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream as well, linked down below, the Weebles, Targets, Coinbase, and all that stuff. And let's dive in the video. So as you guys can maybe go and tell, right now there actually is an ongoing PlayStation Direct. Now I did actually have a chance to go and tweet this on out too as well, so in case you guys are curious, just use the Twitter link that we usually recommend. Link down below if you guys want to check out the queue itself. But usually videos are a little bit harder for this one because obviously it depends on when you guys see this video. But these past few times we have been seeing PlayStation Directs, we have been seeing folks getting stock throughout like 2 to 3 hours or so, give or take. Like I think the last 2 drops, obviously it could be out in 20 minutes, could be out by the time this video is uploaded. But just based on the prior last few restocks, we have seen PlayStation Directs, which is, I'm sure you guys know, literally just buying it directly from PlayStation. Literally, you enter into a queue to buy directly from PlayStation, and then as you go and do that, Sony themselves put you in a little bit of a waiting queue list, which I'll show you guys in a second, because you haven't had a chance to show it up in a while, and then you have a chance to get your consoles. But like I mentioned, the last few times we've had these drops, they have been going on for a very, very long time. I'm talking like they were up for 3 hours before. Now, there was a few glitches too that kind of elongated up the stock for it, and that's why I'm even making this video. Because I mean, maybe you guys are seeing this like 3, 4, 5 hours from now later on, or just whenever. Just be aware that like if you're watching this or want to look on Twitter for links or whatever, it may be done. So we're going to talk about other stuff in a second in the video, but just letting you guys know, we have been seeing so many PlayStation Directs. And as well, it also has a lot of folks actually getting their stock. Like even as of now, throughout this drop, we've had a chance to go and see like, oh my god, look, the order confirmation, thank you for your purchase, or receipt for your orders below, be sure to keep it in a safe point, as of today. We also did have a private queue today too, so this is the double whammy. It's not only the public queue, which we were saying we were anticipating and waiting for, which is why I tweeted out when we saw it and all that stuff, and even making this video too, because you guys can still maybe check and see. Like if you guys go in the links, they usually put you in like a nice little queue. You go and do the weird captcha, which I'll be honest, this was a little bit more stressful doing this live, in all honesty for that. But you guys can see I pretty much instantaneously got on in, although you have to have to sign in to buy, so I'm not sure how the stock will be going. But a few things to kind of note. Number one, I'm not even sure if that was just an instantaneous drop. It could maybe already be done. We can kind of see, whatever. But like I said, these have been up for a while, for in case you guys want to check. But it has kind of been seen like they've been trying their best to push a lot more of the PlayStation 5 console covers, which is also maybe a big reason why they've done so many both individual email invites and public queues. Because as we go through all these, obviously, there's like usually a little pop-up that's like, if you buy another item, you get free shipping. So let's say you buy like a game, you buy like a console cover, which is probably what they're hoping for, because they have the new consoles, new disc editions, the new controllers, and the console covers. So like I'm assuming Sony themselves are trying to be like, hey, you need to buy one more thing. Well, maybe I should buy a cool console. Or, well, maybe I should buy the blue Starlight Blue. Or whatever it may be. So as well, we also have been seeing the PS5 digitals and also digital covers too as well. Galaxy controllers. So like they're obviously trying to push some cool stuff. We may even also see them do a few more PlayStation Directs when the new Pro controllers and as well the new like monitors and headsets come out. Because we have been hearing and seeing a lot of rumors that they will be coming sooner rather than later, which is very nice to see. I love seeing that. I love seeing more of these drops. So the more purpose of this video, as I mentioned, throughout the next maybe 2 hours or so, depends on the time. If you guys want to try the queue to see if there's stock up, feel free to. The last 2 drops have been very, very big. It does kind of seem like Sony themselves have been trying to flood the market, especially with these new Horizon bundles, which as you guys know, they do make more extra money on it. They sell their Horizon game for $50. It's kind of a built-in bundle. They're making money. That's probably have a good incentive for them to spend extra money for faster shipping, faster production, just all that the usual type of stuff you guys have heard in my channel. But when it comes to this stuff, we haven't seen these drops going on for a long time, and I think this is what we really need to fix the market. Now, we've been seeing a lot of drops that, like, say, Amazon. They probably realize their stuff gets botted. Target, they realize their stuff gets botted. Best Buy, they realize their stuff gets botted. So it does kind of seem like the only way to fix this is either Sony themselves, because you do have to sign into your own PlayStation account and, like, register for it, Like, so if I want to buy one of these, I don't want to take any stock from you guys unless I'm buying one for, like, a giveaway or something. If I'm trying to go take stock away from that, when it comes to stuff, like, it makes sense. Like, you basically have to have your sign-in account. If you don't have your sign-in account, you can't go buy a console. So I do think it at least does have some good anti-botting and scalping issues, because you still have to sit through the queue, although the queues have been getting really short. When I first saw the initial tweet, like I made my initial tweet, I think my queue time was only 15 minutes, and throughout the last prior drops, people were getting in with literally only, like, just pressing the button. So that's why we're saying after, like, 2 hours, 3 hours, you have that, like, initial, like, big wave of people with, like, Twitter notifications on, or, like, YouTube subscriptions, or even maybe someone watching this video. And then after, like, 2-3 hours, most people that are like, oh my god, I need to get my PlayStation 5 so bad. And because the stock is so high, that typically means that, everyone who wants their console are happy. They get their stock, they're vibing, they're chilling. And then we get, like, the second wave of people that are like, oh my god, how did I somehow miss this? Or, oh my god, how did I miss this first tweet? Or, oh my god, what's going on? Like, there's a PlayStation Direct, I just got off of work, I just got off of whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, that's what I'm even saying to recommend you guys may want to check it out. Although this stock might be slightly smaller, just because we have had those two really huge ones last week. So that might tone down the likelihood of it being like one of those, like, 4-hour-long restocks or whatever. But just letting you guys know, is ongoing, is going good. Now, as I did go and mention, we have been seeing folks already getting and checking out. We've seen, I think, at this point, I believe it was all 4 from what I've seen. Could be wrong, but I do believe it was all 4 when it comes to the restock numbers, which is also very nice to see, mainly because you have more options. You have the PS5 disc Horizon bundles, or digital Horizon bundles. It just kind of opens up a lot more freedom, opens up a lot more consoles, and opens up a lot more chances. It's kind of like if you only have 2, one or the other, they're going to get taken out pretty quick. If you got 4, it does kind of spread it out a little bit more. Kind of how we saw with the Walmart restocks, where they have like 4 different options plus Xboxes, so it kind of does go and divvy out the stock just a little wee bit more, which is cool. We like seeing that, but what can you go and do? But yeah, I just want to, talk about the fact that we have been seeing Sony also doing so many of these proper PlayStation Directs, whether it's through the invite, which we did have an invite one too, or a public one. This one is still public, so that's what I'm saying. If you guys want to check throughout the next few hours, you can. If not, no worries. But it kind of just goes to show that we're probably going to be anticipating up a lot more proper restocks throughout these next few weeks, and especially for these bigger retailers. Because if Sony themselves, and I keep saying this, if Sony themselves are literally having enough extra stock to do 4 PlayStation Directs, that is a very good side for the Best Buys, for their walk-ins, for Target, for their online pickups, for Amazon, for their email invites, which once again, make sure you guys are signed up with the Amazon links down below. They're pretty important. But I think it's just all around really good for the market, because that just means that if Sony has extra stock, they have extra stock to divvy on out. So I'm pretty happy with this, because Xbox has actually been kind of quiet. We haven't really been seeing as many Xbox Series X proper restocks, even from the big boy retailers. They are still happening. We are still Steam bundles. We are still seeing the hookup. I'm just being honest. But when it does come to stock with that, we have been seeing PlayStations just being churned out, being non-stop made. And as well, with a lot of more of the next state of play rumors coming out and all that stuff, I think it's nice, because I know a lot of folks have been like, well, I kind of want to get my PS5 now that more games are kind of being announced and leaked on out. So at the end of the day, I do think Sony's been doing good. Sony does seem like they've been flooding the markets pretty heavily, and overall the stock's been looking pretty good. If you guys do want to go check throughout the next few hours or so for the PlayStation Directs, just to see if there's any stock available, or just to see if there's any movement going on, or just to see in the next few hours, or whenever they do go and sell on out, feel free to. Like I said, they may sell it even quicker because we have had the prior 2 drops, so keep that in mind. But like, I got in even on this video really quickly. You guys saw. You guys want to try to get your consoles, you guys totally can. So as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Amazon links down below for the PS5 signups. We have the Twitter and Twitch streams. You want to hang out and chill there. We got the Weebles, we got the Coinbases, we got the everythings, and I appreciate y'all so much for watching.